in Thailand, Switzerland, and this is a bit of background about me. And when I was 20 years old, I was really seeking spiritually. I was doing a lot of martial arts, but I felt this is not really the thing that would make me happy or satisfied. And my mother was seeking spiritually also a lot. And then we were introduced to Sahaja Yoga by a friend. And that's how I met Shimataji when I was 20 years old. And the idea, and that's what I want to propose to you today, is that you don't need to believe anything, but try and see how you feel, right? The promise of Sahaja Yoga is that you can achieve your self-realization, which is the real meaning of yoga or union or the deep transformation from inside, the deep, we can say, oneness with yourself and with the power that is surrounding us at all time for free. You can have the genuine experience, and you should believe in yourself. The promise is that you become your own master and not listening to somebody and yeah, maybe it's true, maybe not true. So you have to discover it by yourself. So that was the thing that attracted me to Sahaja Yoga. And then, of course, I had the chance to meet Shimataji about I was 20 years old, so it's almost 40 years ago, and guiding us to grow. And she's always been teaching for free. So I've seen her teaching worldwide. She came to Thailand many times when I was here. And what she promised, again, is that you can reach your full potential, or you are given the tools to reach your full potential and access qualities inside you that would make your life more balanced, that would make your life somehow more under control. So that's the promise, and this is something we are going to try today, and let's see what you feel about that. The other thing I want to say is that if something is genuine, you cannot pay for that, right? So this is something very, very strong for Sahaja Yoga. We cannot pay for teaching Sahaja Yoga or for practicing Sahaja Yoga. I've seen Shimai teaching for free in hundreds of countries. Again, when she came to Thailand, we had thousands of people joining the meditation. I was with her in India when we had a full stadium in Pune, in Delhi, in Mumbai, people joining, 30, 50,000 people going through this experience and feeling something, right? So that's something that we are going to try. And I'm going to share a few slides first, then go to some theory for 10, 15 minutes. Then we'll try together for half an hour. And if you have Q&A after, if you have questions after, we can have a short Q&A session. All right? Is it okay until now? Yeah? All right. I will share my screen. 1 second. Let me. All right. So all right. So today we are going to talk about integration, and this means what? It means the integration of your body, your mind, and the spirit. And this is what self-realization is about, is to understand the connection between your body, your mind, emotions, and the deeper self that we call the spirit. So Sahaja Yoga is a foundation in Thailand since 2007. We started in Thailand actually in 1990 with the first visit of Shimataji, and since then we have been growing, teaching in schools, and in various government office. We have been having big public programs and so on. So this is for the official part, I would say, and always, of course, teaching for free. So now we'll go through a few slides so that you may understand the point better. So if you look at those guys in the picture, you know, what does it tell us about how they are, you know, how they feel? Come on, easy. Do they look relaxed? Do they look like a sheep? Some of our colleagues on the Monday morning.
Yeah, quite stressed.
Right. So this is the stress. You can see people being stressed, being aggressive, you know, being just overloaded really by different things. Even in sport, you can become quite aggressive and so on. So that's one extreme, right? And then you have some these guys, right? And you cannot really say that they're aggressive. They are not overloaded, but not much better, right? So that's another extreme. So this is how we need to understand the balance, you know. So the next stage, of course, is the last part of the triangle would be that middle path, you know, the balance. So you can see that, you know, people being together outside in the sun, laughing, living, and so on. So it's all about balance. And today I want to go through basics of the left side energy, right side energy, and the central channel of energy. So you understand this tripod and how you can start becoming your own master by understanding the energy within you. And then, of course, we're going to try. So first, the right side. Right side, it's what we call the Rajoguna inside us. So we have three channels of energy. The first one actually is we have the left, center, and the right. So the first one I want to talk about is the right side, the Rajoguna, or we also call the Yang for the Chinese. So it's a universal knowledge from people who used to meditate deeply in the past, and they could feel this kind of energy channel within us. So Yang is the sun, is the light, you know, is this yellow, blue colored something shining and growing, you know. So the sun is there to make things grow. This is one of the strong source of life, right? This is what powers this channel of fire and sun within us. But if you have too much, then you start burning, you know, you start to be like those guys in the first slide who are just angry, getting tense, getting overloaded because there's too much of the fire burning within us, right? So this is the right side, yang energy or Rajoguna. Then if you have too much sun, too much fire, you know, it's good to have the moon to cool you down. It's good to have the water cooling you down. So just look at this picture, see what it tells you, right? Very harmonious, very soothing. So this is the quality of the yin energy within us, or the tamoguna, is to soothe us down. So we have the sun and the moon, and we need the sun, but not too much of it, and we need the moon, but not too much of it, right? So if you don't have this energy of the right side of the fire within you, you have too much of this yin energy. Then you have too much of this water, the darkness, and then, you know, it's not the best place for life as it is to you know, to thrive. So we need to find a balance. So Indians and Chinese have been traditionally knowing about that very, very well. There's also some traditions in Western countries where they also talk about some similar approach. But let's say it's very ingrained in Asian and Chinese tradition. So this is perfect balance of the yin, yang, and then you get into the Tao, the middle path. This is the same thing in Buddhism, the middle path. So I'll have this easy slide for you to understand the yin energy, or the water, the darkness, the moon, right? it has qualities, but also if you have too much of it or it's uncontrolled, it can create some unbalance within you. So when we start to meditate, we'll start to feel these energy channels within us. So, for example, if you have too much of yin energy, too much of this night, darkness, coldness within, so the type of person would be somebody who lacks confidence, a bit lethargic, then you are dominated by your emotions, can have fears, worries, depression, the kind of people that, oh, yesterday was better, last week was better, 2 years ago, 10 years ago was better, the past is always better, you know. So these people who start off missing the childhood and so on. So the attention being on the past. And the main thing I can show here is that because the yin energy within us, this left side is a side of emotion, then people are dominated by their emotions. So this is when we are overwhelmed by this left side. But once it is under control, the quality is that we are somebody who is emotionally intelligent. So we are sensitive. And the emotions are quite beautiful because these are emotions of joy, of wanting to improve yourself, to wanting to improve others, generosity, kindness. All these things are the beautiful qualities of the left side. You have the pure desire to evolve as a human being, and also a lot of intuition, right? So this is why we need the yin energy to be well established, to have the emotions that flows in a beautiful way, but without dominating us. And then on the right side, you have this sort of opposite, we can say, the too much fire, then you burn from inside. You're inside. They have very clear words with that. They say that guy has a strong fire, and they know that those type of people would be like tend to dominate others because after all, I'm the best, kind of thing. This confidence become overconfidence. Then because the fire is so strong within, the sun is so strong within that you are disconnected with the nature. So when the sun goes down in real life, inside you, the energy is supposed to go down as well. The sun within you is supposed to go down as well. But if it doesn't, then you become insomniac. You cannot sleep at night. You're hyperactive. You can have easy anger, right? So because of the fire, you're boiling from inside, a lot of heat, a lot of ambition. And on the opposite side of the people who have too much yin, the attention is on the future all the time. Tomorrow will be better. I'll do this, I'll do that, but never enjoying the present. And then no control over the mind. So once we are dominated by the yang energy, we become a sort of a problem for others. While if you are dominated by the yin energy, then you become a problem for yourself, right? So when the yang energy is well under control, on the contrary, then we are very creative. We are very quick, smart, pure intelligence, and actions also selfless, good logic. So ideally, we need to be in control of our emotions and in control of the mind. That's what meditation teaches about also. And then you are in stage of yoga, where you are both compassionate but extremely logic at the same time. You have a pure emotion, pure intelligence, pure desire, but also selfless action. So intuition and pure logic. So this kind of balance. And the other thing is that yin being the past, yang being the future, what would be the Tao then? What would be the central channel?
Present.
Balance.
Exactly. This is the present and the balance. So when we meditate, actually, we're in the present, and you cannot think in the present. So that's why also Buddhism, they call the central channel, the middle path, the middle way. And we try to reduce the thoughts as much as possible, to be there, to be present without thinking, right? So this is a basic introduction of Sahaja Yoga. I'm not going to go through more of that today. We'll have some. What I suggest is now we go into a meditation for maybe 20-30 minutes. Before we go there, if there is anything unclear, please raise your hand. We don't need to wait for the Q&A at the end. Just anything that you wonder, you can ask me now. All right, so no question. Then we will go through. Here, this slide, you see a picture of Shri Mataji, who is the founder of Sahaja Yoga. And a few words about her. Shri Mataji was born in a Christian family, actually in India. Although they are Kshatriyas, they somehow her ancestors changed the religion to be a Protestant. But her father was a very learned man who he was a member of the Constitution Assembly of India, and he knew Sanskrit. He translated the Quran in Marathi, and he had this very universal approach about religion. And Shimi was growing into this kind of atmosphere, and she was a very, very spiritual person from her young age. And her parents spent a lot of time with Mahatma Gandhi in the ashram, and she herself as a little kid would go there. And it is said that somehow Gandhi felt that she had something special. She would advise him even as a kid on how to meditate. What's the good thing about different steps of meditation. And later on, when she grew up, she studied medicine in Lahore until the partition of India. And then she got married, and her husband became one of the leading civil servant in India, and he became the United Nations head for maritime transport in India at this Secretary General level, elected and re-elected on and on. So that's when she was transferred, when her husband was transferred to England in the mid-70s, that she started to teach Sahaja Yoga. She waited for her children to be married, for her daughters to be married, to start teaching Sahaja Yoga, and then she really went on to dedicate herself about this teaching. And she was awarded United Nations Medal of Peace, and she was having a lot of recognition, such as Person of the Year in Italy and so on. But I would say this is not very important, because herself she would say, well, this is not important who she is. What is important is what we are, what we can feel, right? So this is something about Shri Mataji, and we're going to meditate now. And for that, what we'll do is to put both hands on the laps. I'm not sure if you can see me here. Just like this, very peacefully. And I will show you to put the hands on different places in your body, like on your heart, for instance, on the ground here, or at some other points. Just raise the hand. These are different movements to channel the energy inside you, right? So we'll try that. And the main thing is just to be relaxed. Some of you would feel, some people among you would maybe struggle a little bit, but just go with the flow. And at the end, you will start to see some difference. All right. So first of all, you can sit comfortably and just relax your shoulders, your back. If you're not comfortable sitting on the ground, then you can on the floor. You can sit on the chair. It doesn't make a difference. So we can just, with your eyes open now for a few seconds, just open your eyes and just watch the picture of Shri Mataji. And the reason we do that is two things. First of all, there's very strong energy coming from her picture. Sometimes we meet it without using that, but when we have the picture, it's stronger somehow. But the other thing is watch without thinking. When you watch the picture, you bring your attention to the present. Then you can close your eyes and just relax your shoulders, your back, just see if there are any tensions in your forehead, in your jaws. Just relax. Now, when we do that, we start putting our attention on our breathing. Of your breathing. Breathe in and out slowly and deeply. So that your focus is on feeling, not thinking. We put the right hand on the heart. And then it will help us to feel more. Just feel your emotions within. And emotions are like the ocean. There could be some waves at the surface. Waves of anxieties and happiness or whatever. But we need to go deeper, as if we're plunging deep in the sea. Just feel your heart deeper. This is where the self resides. The true self. The source of joy within. Pure awareness within. This is the spirit. And here you're going to ask to your own body, to your own energy within, because the energy is there. The energy that can lead us towards deeper meditation. It's in your sacrum bone. The Kundalini energy, this is the energy of pure desire within. We're going to ask inside to the Kundalini, who is like a mother inside us, like the nature within us. Mother, am I the pure spirit? Just ask yourself 3 times this deep question. Mother, am I the pure spirit? You ask within. You can ask to Matai as well. Just ask and listen to the silence within, the calmness within that starts to grow. Mother, am I the pure spirit? Then we'll put down the right hand on the forehead, just across the forehead. If you're unsure, you can open your eyes and watch me for a few seconds. See how I'm doing. So this is the center of our thoughts. The quality is that of forgiveness. So we are going to say a few times from deeply from within, very sincerely, we just say, I forgive to everyone. Mother, I forgive to everyone. And also to free ourselves, we can say, Mother, I forgive myself. So repeat that a few times. Mother, I forgive everyone. And I forgive myself. And we can put the right hand on top of the head. Just place it there on top of the head, the center of the palm on top of the head. And here we're going to massage the scalp clockwise 7 times. So your hand can just turn clockwise like this. And each time we're going to ask these questions. We're going to have this request that, Mother, please give me self-realization. Or you can say, Mother, please give me the yoga. Right? Ask that simply within you 7 times. With a lot of sincerity, you are asking your own energy within you to rise and give you this yoga, this realization. Mother, please give me self-realization 7 times. Once you've said it 7 times, pay attention to your hand there, to the sensation of your hand pressing on the skull. Keep that sensation there, that awareness. But then slowly put down your right hand open on your laps. And we'll stay like this in silent meditation for a little while. Anytime some thoughts are coming, don't bother. Let it pass. You can just say, I forgive. I forgive. And the thoughts themselves will just start to fade away. Keep your attention on top of your head. Even a few, just floating gently there. If some thoughts are arising, you can even say, not these thoughts, not this thought. Just refuse the thought. Like a mantra. Now we are going to put the right hand on the floor. If you are sitting on a chair, on a couch, just let your right hand point down towards the floor. And we keep the left hand open on the lap. So by doing so, we are absorbing vibrations with the left hand. So the vibrations, the energy is now clearing the side of emotion, the left side, the channel of emotion. You can put your attention on your heart. Again. And here in your heart, you ask 3 times, Mother, please give me the pure desire. You ask Sri Mataji, or you can ask your own Kundalini. It will be the same. Just ask, Mother, please give me the pure desire. And let it go. You don't need to do anything. You just gently install that desire inside your heart. And pay attention to your emotions. Let go. Mother, please give me pure desire. Mother, please clear my emotions. Don't think. Just feel in your heart. Just ask for the pure desire. And go with the flow. you might start to feel that your left hand is slightly lighter. You may even feel some kind of coolness in the left hand, or some sort of energy in the left hand. Maybe your emotions are also lighter now, more at peace. So now we'll clear the right channel of energy now. So for that, we put the right hand open on the lap, and we'll raise the left hand over the shoulder as I'm doing. So your left hand is raised over your left shoulder, and the palm is pointing towards the back, or the fingers pointing toward the sky. Depends on how you want to say it. So now with the right hand on the lap, we are absorbing energy from the right hand, clearing the right side channel, the excess of fire within, the excess of heat within, of sun within. And here, it is even more simple than for the left side. Here we do not do anything. Just let go. Being in the present. At the most you can say, Mother, I'm not doing anything. Mother, I'm not doing anything. Let go of your worries or the future. Let's surrender it to the universe. Mother, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. You can repeat that a few times and then relax. And still keep the attention on your heart. So you're feeling, breathing, not thinking. And also ask Mother, please clear my right side. Please clear my right side. I surrender all my thoughts, all my future to the divine. Don't think. Just breathe. Just relax. Then we can put down the left hand again on the lap. So both. And we'll now clear the central channel of energy. We can put the attention on the base of the put your attention 1 or 2 centimeters above your seat. This is the first chakra, the innocence within. This is the quality of the first chakra, pure innocence. So we can ask that within, that quality. Father, please make me very innocent, very pure, just like a child. Then we'll put the attention slightly higher to the sacrum bone at the base of the spine. This is where the Kundalini resides. That energy resides within us. She's like the mother, the nature within us, the Shakti within us. And here we ask her to rise. You know, like a white light rising. You can use this image to help your attention. So this white light is rising now to your lower abdomen. And rising again now in your spinal cord to your navel, to the stomach. Here we ask for the peace within. Father, please make me feel completely satisfied within. Completely peaceful. These are the qualities of that chakra, the third chakra. Now we invite this white light to rise up to the chest, filling our heart, our lungs with its purity. The Mother, please remove all the fears within me. Please let me feel completely secure, full of joy. Then we invite this light to rise with our attention rising slowly up to the shoulders, to the throat. This white light is now flooding all the throat and the shoulders. And we ask for pure communication. Father, please give me very pure communication with everyone. Then we invite this white light to rise to our head, to the center of the brain, the forehead. And here we see, Mother, please give me the quality of forgiveness, purity of thoughts, purity of eyes. Then we rise up to the top of the head and a few centimeters above. Mother, please give me the yoga, Now please open my last chakra. I will stay here for a little while. So you can see how you feel now. And we will continue the meditation in a slightly different way. I will open a talk of Sri Mataji, where she explains about the Kundalini. You can open your eyes if you want to watch, or just listen in meditation with your eyes closed. But you will start to feel that the energy is also very strong, just with her voice and the teaching. So you can listen to that. Both hands still open on the lap. And you can watch, or you can keep your eyes closed.
Today we have gathered here to do the puja of Adi Kundalini as well as your own Kundalini. First of all, I think this is the most important thing to understand about your own Kundalini, as self-realization is self-knowledge. And the one who gives you self-knowledge is this your own Kundalini. Because when she rises, she points it out what are the problems on your chakras. Now, we say that it is pure desire. But we do not know what purity means. It means your chaste desire. It means it has no lust, greed, anything in it. That power is your own mother and is settled in your triangular bore. She is your own mother. She knows everything about you. It's like a tape recorder. She knows everything about you. And she is absolutely the knowledge. Because she is so pure. And whatever chakras she touches, she also knows what's wrong with that chakra beforehand. So she is quite prepared, and she adjusts herself fully so that you do not get a problem by her awakening. If any chakra is constricted, she waits and goes on slowly, opening that chakra. Now this Kundalini is the primordial power which is reflected within you. And within you, in a human being, it is like many strands of energy. So it's like a rope. And these energies are all twisted together to form this kundalini. In a human being, these strands are 3 into 7, that is 21, raised to power 108. But when your kundalini rises, 1 or 2 strands out of this come up and pierce the fontanelle bone area. Only 1 or 2. Because it has to pass through the innermost nadi, known as Brahma Nadi. It's all a spiral throughout, because Kundalini is a spiral, and these nadis are also like a spiral, like this. So the innermost nadi is the Brahma Nadi. The outermost nadi is the right side. And the second innermost is the Ida Nadi. So through the Brahma Nadi, she starts sending those threads. By that, they relax the center. By the relaxation of the center, the sympathetic nervous system also starts relaxing. And when it goes to the Agya Chakra, then your eyes start relaxing, your pupils start dilating, and your eyes can become like mine, very black, absolutely relaxed. So you can easily see in a person how far is the Kundalini. If it has pierced the Agya, then the eyes will be completely dilated and would be shining. And then she enters into the Sahasrara. Now it is absolutely pure light of knowledge, love, compassion and attention. All these 3 things are in that energy. We know of many energies like electrical energy, we know of light energy, we know of other energies. But these energies cannot think. They cannot adjust. They cannot work on their own. They are to be handled by us. But this energy itself is the living energy and knows how to handle itself. It thinks. If you see a seed being sprouted, you'll find at the tip of the seed there's a small little cell which knows how to go around the soft places and then how to encircle the stones and then how to find its way to the source. That cell has got, I would say, a little Kundalini in it, the way it moves. But within you is a tremendous force of Kundalini exists. So you have a storehouse of compassion which can be enlightened by the Spirit. You have the storehouse of love, compassion and knowledge and ocean of forgiveness.
So we can see how you feel now. Let's close our eyes again for 30 seconds or so. Just close your eyes. Just be in total relaxation. After the talk of Sri Mataji, at the end of this meditation, you may feel even more of this relaxation. Just go into the silence for a few seconds more. You can put both hands open in front of you like I'm doing. And just see for yourself if there is any sort of energy in your hands, like a light breeze. Could be cooler in one hand, warmer on the other, or like some sort of something like sparkling in your hands, like some small electricity shock can also be one of the manifestation. Also check on top of your head like I'm doing now. Maybe your hand about 5-10 centimeters above the head. And see if there's any sort of energy rising up here, like a light wind, light breeze. Like some current of energy rising up. You can move your hands slightly in front, slightly at the back. See the place where it comes out stronger. You can change again with the left hand now. You might feel more in one hand than the other. Right? And then you can put down both hands. Right, and you can open your eyes and let's see how you feel now. Do you feel more relaxed? More in control of your emotions? Thoughts could be less as well. Okay. What about you, Pritam? How was it for you?
It was more relaxing and less thoughts. Initially, the thoughts were more, but then eventually it went down, and it was very much relaxing. And at the end, as you mentioned, that feeling of energy or electricity, but I didn't feel that, but kind of a calm breeze or something on my palm, more on the right side.
More on the right side, huh? So
Right.
the side was slightly warmer or cooler, would you say?
Cooler.
Cooler, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. So here is the sign. So if you feel your right hand to be slightly cooler, it means that you are by nature, or it could be, today, because we can vary, depending on what's happening in our daily life and all that. Although we have a certain nature, some people are more emotion oriented, some are more thoughts and rational oriented. So in this case, when you feel the right side quite cool, the right hand quite cool, it means that basically your channel of fire, the channel of the yang energy, is well under control. So you definitely not be this kind of, anger, lack of sleep, too many thoughts, arrogance. You would not have that, so it means your right side is quite, that's why your right side is quite cool. Then maybe left hand slightly less cool. It means that your tendency would be to be more towards the emotions. right? So once you're in perfect balance, then you'd feel both hands, let's say, equally cool. And now that's the first step of knowing yourself, that the right side is slightly cooler. Then we are maybe more of a slightly left side person, more emotion oriented person, right? And then once these emotions are also pulled back totally under control, in the sense of, really deeply joyous and all that, peaceful, then you start to feel more of the cool on the left hand, right?
Okay.
Anyone else?
Pascal, whenever it has happened last time as well, even today when I'm doing, when that Kundalini, I imagine as it's going up, it gives me that feeling of being pulled up through my eyes. It's a very strong feeling actually, through upper side half of the face, and it's almost like pulling up kind of thing. I didn't feel any energy on the hand, but this feeling of being pulled up is very strong.
Okay, that's also a very, very good sign, because we all have eyes, ears, nose, but some people sense of smell is stronger, is better. Some people the eyes are better than others. Some people the earrings is just perfect. So in the same way, we can feel the energy in different ways, like in the hands, on top of the head, or inside the chakra directly. And whenever you feel this kind of pull, it's a signal that your energy went up. And what's happening is that it's a two-way thing. Your own kundalini rise up from the sacrum bone, goes up here, and at the same time, she's just going out like a fountain, and also being attracted by your bulb. So it's exactly what you described. So it's a very good sign. All right.
Yeah, I felt like cool breeze on my left hand. I actually even checked around, is there really breeze coming from anywhere? But I did feel the breeze on my left hand.
Very good, very good. So it's very nice that you could feel, some people take, I would say, an average of, most people would take maybe 2-3 weeks to feel it correctly. So if you felt either cool on the right hand before, or now the left hand quite cool, it's a very good sign. The pull on top of the last chakra, like Shiv mentioned, it's a very good sign. It rose up, and in your case, then it would mean that you are more, emotions, everything is very positive on the left side, but then you need to the next step would be clearing the right side, which is the side of thinking, rational, being a bit active and all that. So it's a very good sign that your left hand is also very cool now. So the left channel of energy is well under control. So that's really good.
So Pascal, I do have a question here, right? I mean, when we did the same meditation in Singapore, it was quite sequential, right? So you go all the way from your, Nadi 1 to, the chakras 1 and all the way up, right? But the way you did was more fluid, right? So is there a pattern that if you do it in a specific way, it is helpful, or is it like being fluid is better?
It's a good question. And when we do it the first time, there's a pattern that Shimaji established many, many years ago, and which is to trigger each of the chakra, mostly on the left side. And that's probably what you did in the center in Singapore, starting from here, am I the spirit, then going down, am I my own master, and then even lower, Mother, please give me the pure knowledge, and coming back up, and so on. So this is something we do for the beginners the very first time. We can repeat it a few times again, but that's the way to really establish the basics of opening the chakras. So there's more talk involved, and it's a process, and it's very good you went through that. It's necessary. When we are in the center, there are many people, they tend to like to go through that, because somehow it's sort of basics, it's easy. Shima, in the later stage, started to change and simplify it a little bit, because the energy is so strong now worldwide that somehow people who are coming to meditation, the seekers, it's very easy to trigger the rise, the awareness and rising the kundalini. So there is no right or wrong as such. And once you become your own master, you start to feel that in this case it's better to do this way, or in this case better to do that way. So like for me, I can feel basically the energy in the group, and if there's too much right side, left side, and we do it accordingly. Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Kunpan? Any questions?
Yeah, I feel a little cool from the left abdomen up to the heart. This is quite more stronger than before, and feel
Okay, that's
cool breeze on the top of the head, but on the right side, just a little cool breeze on the hands.
okay. Again, very good. You felt it on top of the head. That's good. And here
Yes.
again, a bit of right side. The right side, there'll be some techniques to clear the right side that if you're interested in we can have some following sessions to clear the right side. For instance, we use water and salt. So for instance, we do meditation with a foot soak. Maybe Kunpan, you have learned it from other online session in Thailand, but doing the foot soak, it's something that would be really good for the right side. Or just meditate with the right hand on the knee and the left hand over the shoulders for slightly longer. Then it will help also for the right side. But the fact that you felt cool on top of the head, it's really, really nice also. It means the connection is there.
I
Right?
see. But on the left side is more than on the top, but on the
Yes.
right, it seems something blocked, right? Because on the left supposed to be on the right.
The thing is, you felt quite accurately where the kundalini is in your own chakras. So what happened is that your kundalini went up very well up to the third chakra, right? And then it started to be slightly less of this cool on the heart, right? So she will know, like Maji explained in the video, that she means the kundalini will know where to clear you. So now she's clearing very nicely on the first chakra, and then she's probably working more on the heart, and then it will slowly build up in through different sessions. So today you can clear you on the first three chakras a bit more.
Okay, thank you.
คุณวิทยามีอะไรไหม? Or Vidya? I'm not sure if Vidya is Thai, can be Thai or Indian name.
Hi. Actually, this is my first time attending any meditation session. So all I could do was ward off some thoughts when we were meditating that I could do at least for a few seconds or for a very short while. That's all I could feel today.
Okay. All right. So it's good. It's a start. If you could feel even for a few seconds be thoughtless, it means that you went up also up to a point, right? This is it for, I would say, like an initiation session or follow-up session for some of you. Let me know if you have any more questions.
None from my side.
All right. So if none of you have more questions, what we'll do is that I will send you or send to Shiv, or if you want Shiv, we can, I can put all of you. We have a WhatsApp group for the Thai people residing in Thailand speaking English. Maybe I can put you in that group. I'll send you some pictures of Shri Mataji. And what I want to say is that it's a gradual process. Every time you meditate, more strains of the kundalini rise up. In the video, Shimaji explained that it's like a cable. And the cable is made of many, many small strands. And at the end, when the more strength you have, the stronger the cable is. So we can say that saints in the past, their kundalini would be like a strong cable. You can lift a bridge with that. But for us, because this is just the beginning, it can be just a few strands of that kundalini. So every time we meditate, we build up those strands, and the chakras are going to be nourished by these strands of energy. They're going to be relaxed, enlightened, the qualities will open up, and I would explain to you the quality of the chakras in some other sessions. But the main thing is to practice. It's like watering a plant, right? The seed has been sprouted, and you need to water it. You need to look after it. And for that, it's like a spiritual hygiene. The same way as you brush your teeth every day or you take shower every day, the same way you clear yourself from within every day by meditating. It could be 10 minutes only in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, in the evening, and your kundalini will get stronger. You feel more relaxation of your chakras. You will start to feel your chakras more. You start to feel the energy more. And the whole process is designed for you to become your own master. You will grow by nourishing this kundalini. So what you can do is to meditate again and print the picture of Shri Mataji. I'm going to invite you to invite Shiv in that WhatsApp group, and Shiv, you can give me the contact of everyone. And if you wish to be invited in that group, again, tell Shiv, and I will send you a picture of Shri Mataji. You can print it, put it in a frame, and somehow it will help to reinforce the Kundalini. Shri Mataji has been answering to people asking why your picture. She said, well, if you find anyone else's picture that works as well, then just use it. In my experience, after 40 years of meditation, Sahaja, I didn't find anything like this. And she also says, use me like a soul. Don't think much. I have this quality. I can do that. There are many things I cannot do. That's what she would say about herself. So you can print a picture of Shri Mataji, put it in a frame, and meditate by just opening both hands in front of her. And I would give you some basic instructions, which is actually very simple. It's these three things we did: left hand on the lap and right hand on the floor, and just ask for the pure desire. That's all. For a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe, put your attention on your emotions, and then put the right hand on the lap, raise the left hand over the shoulders. Again, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, just let go. Mother, I'm not doing anything. And then both hands on the laps and focus here. That's all. No need to say anything much, no need to do anything much, but be there in meditation. Okay, so that's something I can propose you. And then of course, if you're interested, we can have this follow-up session. Can be weekly, can be bi-weekly. It's up to you. We have it in Thailand anyway. This kind of meditation, we have it. It's probably a bit too late for you in Singapore, because we do it at 7:30 on the Wednesday, 7:30 in the morning, your time, so 6:30 Thai time. But we can have it on the weekend for the group in Singapore, and some people in Thailand also join. All right.
In the center, they gave us this. I don't know who else collected. So.
Okay, that's good. If you have it, that's good. Right, somehow her picture works, right? It's something very interesting because it does have power. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Pascal. Yeah, thank you.
Pascal.
It was really a very good